This great entrance there, the lights flashing, really are making a great entrance for all these athletes who are taking part in this. Well, in 2018 it was won by Kenya. Kenya have made big attempts to bring back this steeplechase title. They said it in the men's as well because it didn't go their way last time, but this time Kenya will be after this title. But they'll have a lot of competition in here. Out of the last 7 events, World Under-20 Championships, 6 of them have gone to Kenya. So Kenya, great track record in this event, only losing out in 2014 to Bahrain, of all countries. So there we go. How is it going to go here? So the fastest athlete in the field, she will start 3rd from the inside. She's from Ethiopia. She competed at those Olympic Games. She was 8th in the final of the steeplechase there. She boasts a PB of 9:16.41. Zerfi Wanda Magenan, she goes then, the Ethiopian athlete. So Wanda Magenan, that's her in front of you. There's 2 Ethiopians in this, 2 Moroccan athletes. A lot of European athletes as well on the back of the European Under-20 Championships. They'll be looking to set their stall out here as well. You can see a couple of them there, Varga and Serrano. Varga from Hungary and Serrano from Spain. Varga, European Under-20 silver medalist. There's 16 athletes in this women's 3000m steeplechase final from Turkey. Then on your inside, trains at altitude, does Ozdogan, 10:17 her PB. 3rd in the steeplechase, the Europeans. This lady to watch out for though, from Ethiopia, Wanda Magenan. Varga then, she goes for Hungary, Euro Under-20 silver medalist. From Kenya then, Cherotich, then she's inspired by the world record holder in this event. Kenya athlete again, Chepkoech on the outside. Hasn't got a time to her name at the moment, but she'll be fast, she'll know exactly what to do here. Cherotich then from Kenya will be looking strong. Varga as well. Ozdogan from Turkey. Watch this lady then as well. Magenan from Ethiopia. Experience in the Olympic Games. Steady and slow. Oh, Turkish athlete. Ozdogan has just gone to the final and slowed it right down. Surprised at that because she's been training at altitude in preparation for this. So you'd think she's used to these conditions. Literally looks like they're going for a jog in the park here. 16 athletes bunched up, Hannah. What a sight that is.
Yeah, this is not what you'd expect to see from a final. It's a while till they hit a barrier. I think that will be just past the finish line, but I am concerned when they do hit a barrier because that is a big group to try and hurdle. It's okay when they're not into those barriers yet, but once they get into those barriers, this does not look good to me. I do wonder with the altitude, if you can keep this race nice and slow and then make it a shorter run race, the altitude will be less of an effect for these athletes. But you can see the 2 Kenyan athletes on the outside there. They have Chepkoech keen to get this moving. Cherotich, they said that's not fast enough. Come on, this is a World Junior Championships. We're not going to run that slow.
Yeah, they're inspired by their countrymen as well. So Chepkoech, the world record holder, safely over the barrier. We have to keep an eye out for everyone to make it over this barrier safely.
This is the first water jump. First go at water jump from these women. Let's hope they all navigate it safely. Big pack still there behind. These 4 have separated themselves. 2 Kenyans, 2 Ethiopians disappearing off down the track. Can Varga do anything about this?
We said though, probably between these 2 countries, Kenya really wanting to keep this steeplechase crown at home on home soil as it is contested in Nairobi. But the Ethiopian athlete with all the experience just settling in behind these two also was at the 2019 World Championships as well. So great experience. She only made the heat of that one, progressed to the final in Tokyo, but what a class field we have.
Faith Chirotich and Jacqueline Jetkoech happy to share the lead at the moment. Had to really go some to shake off Wanda Margin. Wanda Margin is doing her best to cover this move nice and smoothly. She's in third place at the moment. It's her second attempt at this water jump.
So yes, look there, the leader, Jetkoech, she lands what looks like both feet when she lands in that water jump. So that's quite difficult. She doesn't obviously get a bit of a momentum coming out. It must be quite hard landing then just to really get going again, whereas most athletes land obviously on one foot, which is just kind of exaggeration of their running style. So very interesting technique used by this woman at the front of your screens. 5 laps to go now. 3:11 the first 1,000 metres. Hannah.
3:11, really good. That 9:30 pace at this altitude, that's not messing around at all. You're totally right, Jetkoech. She will lose so much momentum. Double foot landing in that water jump. It's almost the first thing that a steeplechase coach will try and teach you not to do, but it's not doing her any harm at all. And Chirotich there, the second Kenyan on your screen. Not your traditional hurdle technique as well, but it's not doing her any harm. But Wanda Megan, for me, I think she's been caught napping here a little bit. The Kenyan athlete, Jetkoech, is running away down the track, and that is building into a proper lead there for the Kenyan athlete.
This is interesting as well because Wanda Megan has a 17-second PB over this athlete here. Jetkoech then making light work of that technique. I'd love to get a steeplechase expert in to understand why she might be doing that, but yeah, so a 17-second faster PB as Wanda Megan, but I haven't seen that put into play just yet. Surprised they're letting this athlete, Jetkoech, get so far away, especially with 4 laps to go.
Jetkoech really has gone for this, and Wanda Margin, I don't know if she was a tiny bit complacent, thought, you know, I've got a PB that's infinitely faster than these other women, but Wanda Megan at the moment, she has got a big gap to get back to Jacqueline Jetkoech. Jacqueline Jetkoech, traditional hurdling style over these other 4 barriers every lap. She's looking good, but here comes Wanda Megan. Has Jetkoech paced this right? 3,000 metres is a long way if you get it wrong. Wanda Megan starting to launch her challenge to get back towards the lead.
Looks comfortable though, doesn't she, in second, the Ethiopian? But so does this athlete. The athlete leading. So she does go 1-2 very slightly. It's not as flat-footed as I originally thought, but not much in it. It's still not the technique I would have gone for if I was contesting as so many other athletes do.
But I think something that the people that aren't familiar with steeplechase might not know, but that is a slope in there, and it's really hard to jump from a height over that hurdle onto a slope. It's hard on your ankles, and so often when people try and protect their feet, that's when they land double-footed. So it could be what Jetkoech is doing. It's also just, it's hard mentally, and you can't feel your feet and where they're going. She's getting both feet wet and landing in that water, which will slow her down, but hey, it's not doing her any harm so far. Wanda Megan giving chase, but I don't think she's really making inroads on Chepretich. It could be a shock victory for Kenya over the Olympic representative from Ethiopia, Wanda Megan.
So as it stands, it's Jetkoech with a sizable lead. Back to Wanda Megan, the Ethiopian in second. Wanda Megan might be just starting to ramp the pace up though, but we'll watch her technique. She could be even... Oh no, she got that one okay, because we thought she might be tiring and faltering slightly over the hurdles, but not at the moment. Oh, so in that one again. Jetkoech there, still pulling away. I'd love to get an angle to see just how great a lead she has. Looks about 10-20 metres or so at the moment, Hannah, and is it closing or is it getting even greater That's the question.
Well, it's 6:24 through 2 kilometres for Jacqueline Jepkoech. She's coming up to 2 laps to go now. She's looking up at that big screen. Is this really happening? Am I leading the World Junior Championships by quite this much? And that was a fantastic hurdle. Driving into it and flying over it. No stuttering from Jacqueline Jepkoech. It was a 3:13 second kilometre, 3:11, 3:13. She's moving really well. And I don't think Wanda Megan can make up this gap. She's good. She's got a fantastic personal best of 9:16, but I'm not sure she can get all the way back to Jacqueline Jepkoech.
Well, we just saw then, didn't we, the back of your screen, Wanda Megan there. It looked like she really slowed down once she'd cleared that hurdle. Let's see if we can see it again now. Looks like those hurdles are actually proving quite difficult at this stage, with only about 600 metres to go for all of these athletes, well, especially this athlete, Jepkoech now. Coming around the penultimate water jump, struggling a little bit coming out of that. She's going to actually have a slight back marker to contest now in the form of this athlete here. Sorry. The athlete's really struggling in his altitude. Some of them not used to it, of course, and it doesn't look like the athlete there from Finland is used to it. Jepkoech, though, is used to it. This is her home track, of course.
Jepkoech looking stronger and stronger with every 100 metres that goes by. She's hurdling fantastically. It's all about maintaining that speed into the barrier. She's doing that so well. Just 1 lap to go for Jepkoech. She's been brave. She's put herself out there to be shot at. And I think these back markers will help her. I cannot see Wanda Megan closing this down. She'd have to do a monumental last lap to chase down our Kenyan leader, Jacqueline Jepkoech. She can safely navigate. She has 3 barriers left to do. One of those is a water jump.
She's going past girls with such great records as well. Practiced there for Italy. She was a European Under-20 finalist only a couple of weeks ago. So quality athletes in this field, but being absolutely blown away by the athlete just going out of girls' screen. And Wanda Megan there did struggle with that hurdle a bit. She got a bit off balance, didn't she, getting over that one. But this is it. This is the final 200 metres, the last water jump. Safely over by Jepkoech there. Can she find something extra in this last 110 metres? She looks like she is struggling as well. This is going to be a great time for this athlete from Kenya. She is going to keep the title in Kenya, that is for certain. Look, she's looking at the screen. She knows she's got it. She can enjoy this last 20 metres. You are the champion. Looking happy there.
Fantastic on Jepkoech. 3:10 last kilometre, that's some serious running. Wanda Megan, Olympic representative for Ethiopia. She's an Olympian already, 8th place at the Olympics. Just couldn't live with Jepkoech there. So consistent, 3:11, 3:13, 3:10. Completing her run with a 9:27 to her name. My maths has got to be off now. But 3:27, that's a fantastic time at this altitude, and especially as a junior athlete. Wanda Megan there at 2nd place, but it is a 1-3 for Kenya. Cheritich picking up that bronze medal with a 9:44.
Well, it doesn't look like these athletes were challenged that much. They're still sprinting round to get their flags there. Jepkoech still had something left, didn't she? Wow, what scenes in the Kasarani Stadium. The teammates go and embraced each other there. Cheritich and Jepkoech, your gold and bronze medalist, and that's your silver medalist there. Wanda Megan from Ethiopia. So these two must be very proud to keep this title in Kenya. Personal best as well for Jepkoech. 9:27.40 next to her name. Yes, you can hold that flag high. Wanda Megan then this silver medalist here. Such an experienced athlete. We'll see her back to her best. I'm sure her best, of course, before this. 9:16.41 her personal best, so not quite up to speed. But she had a long season as this athlete. You know, the Olympic Games will have taken a lot out of these athletes. Just the experience themselves mentally and physically. To be a draining championship to be a part of, because there's so much going on for a youngster especially. Yeah, a lot of these athletes would have put everything into that. Sea level, we're not there like many of these athletes would have been used to. We're at altitude, which is very different.
to say I can't really think of anything harder than a 3,000 metre race, 3,000 steeplechase at altitude. Maybe a marathon, or a half marathon, but it's a really, really tough event in itself. Just the sort of physiology of it, you flood your system with lactate, you need to recover, and limited oxygen is going to make that very hard. It didn't trouble our two Kenyan athletes in first and third. Jacqueline Koech looked really at home. Just imagine, it's been such a fantastic crowd. If you had a crowd in here, it would have been taking a roof off. Victory for Kenya in the women's steeplechase.
Do you remember back in 2017 when the World Under-18s were here? They had 60,000 packed into this stadium, and athletes and fans alike were just loving the experience, and fans, I heard, were just trying to get a seat. It was a capacity and they were still waiting outside for a chance to get a glimpse of these athletes. But Cherotich there, she's your bronze medalist, but Koech is your champion for Kenya with that unorthodox style of jumping over those water barriers. Some might say, but it works for her, so I keep it like that for now anyway. But look at her, flying down the home straight, passing a lot of athletes who still have a lap to go, but this is your champion, Javelin Koech for Kenya, gold medalist. She really is checking out the screen, just checking, still aware of everything going on around her. Am I the champion? Yes. Then she celebrates, yes you are. Whoa, enjoys that, doesn't she? Little dance on the finish line there. I like that swagger. We've had a lot of swagger from mainly the male long jumpers. I think he enjoyed his win. Like a little bit of swagger there from Jack Koech. Absolutely. So many celebrations going on inside the stadium. That was the last track event though for this evening. We've had so much going on today. We've been going all over the place. So here we go then, just confirmation of those results. Jack Koech, a PB with the gold medal, 9:27.40. Zerfi Wondermegan then in second, silver medal, 9:35.22.